As some of you know, last Sunday afternoon, instead of watching football or just relaxing, a few of you attended our breakout event at New Hope Presbyterian Church to support BBB, and I appreciate it so much. As the executive director of BBB, I want to thank all of you who came from near and far to hear the great music of the Reggie Goodjoin Band featuring Willie Bradley, Kathy Bailey, Corey Briggs, and Keita, while enjoying an absolutely delicious meal prepared by executive chef Magellan Moore. I want to give a very special thank you to the Linden Lane Company and Barbie Walters. They created an absolutely warm and beautiful environment and transformed our fellowship hall into an absolute work of art. You had to be there. I also want to thank my frat brothers and supporters, Jerry Johnson and Kevin Hayes, and all the way from Tampa, Florida, Pastor Don Lott, who gave the opening prayer. So I want to help everyone understand the mission and the goal of BBB, because this is not about racism or anti-police rhetoric. I'll say it again. BBB stands for Be Cool, Be Smart, Be Alive. And we teach teens, particularly Black and brown teenagers, their rights and how to de-escalate. Because unfortunately, statistics prove that brown and Black people are more likely to be targeted by police. Why teenagers? A great man named Frederick Douglass said, "It is easier to build strong children than to repair broken men." We decided our target audience should be teens because of the way they think and the way they learn. A teenager's brain is basically under construction as they grow. Why? Because their inner brain, the emotional and impulsive part of the brain, has grown quicker than the frontal lobe, the thinking part of the brain, where logic and mature decisions are made. That's why we get frustrated at our teens and say things like, "What were you thinking?" Well, actually, they weren't thinking. I distinctly remember a time when I was a teenager and one of my friends took a 6-pack of beer from his house and we snuck off to the local park to experience our first taste of alcohol. Boys will be boys. In the middle of about a third beer, we suddenly had a spotlight blinding us, and it was the park police, and he shouted, "Freeze!" And that's what we did, shaking in our shoes, not knowing what to do. But our impulse was to run, because our emotional brain took over and said fight or flight. So imagine what a teenager today might feel if they were approached or questioned by someone of authority or stopped by the police after seeing all these news stories of young Black people being shot or tased or abused by the police. How many of them would run and then pow, pow, pow? I'm sorry, I thought he had a gun. It was his cell phone? Oh, I pulled out my taser. I'm so sorry. I thought I pulled out my taser. Now I'm gonna go on paid administrative leave and I'll get a job at another police station. And now we're all mad because somebody has lost a son or a daughter. But what if things went like this?
Good evening, officer. How's it going?
Did you know you were swerving between lanes?
No, officer.
Let me see your license and registration.
My license? Here's my registration.
Some time ago, George Floyd was murdered by the Minneapolis police officer at the time for a counterfeit bill. He didn't run. He didn't resist, and yet he still died. We had had enough, and we protested around the world, and the world heard us. And even though there's a sense of change, I think we can do more. Our mission is to get into these high schools, have some fun giving away t-shirts, hats, wristbands, while we teach these teenagers their rights and the tools and techniques to de-escalate any encounter. That could be with a mall security person, that could be with their teachers, that could be with their parents, or even their family or their friends. We're going to go through a short presentation and teach them their rights and things to look for when situations start to escalate and how to bring them back down and de-escalate in just a few steps. And we hope that a few of them will listen. Now, we don't expect everyone to leave the assembly and suddenly they're using perfect de-escalation techniques, but we are hoping that if we get through to a few of them, that maybe, just maybe, it will catch on that it's cool to be cool. Just like the DARE program back in the late 90s. To get their attention, we're going to give away a PlayStation to a lucky student that registers their email. With those emails, we can keep in touch and send them videos on different topics like emotional control, what to do if you're being bullied, why it's bad to text and drive, and how to de-escalate road rage, a big problem. We will also have them download an app called Turn Signal. With this app, at the touch of a button or by saying, "Hey Siri, I'm getting pulled over," you will have a witness appear on your screen and start recording. And not just any witness. That witness is also a lawyer. That means you will have a witness to help you through being pulled over or if you're in an accident. That lawyer is also there to help de-escalate as well and make sure everyone, including the police, go home safe. This app will be free to all the students, so we are super excited to work with them and they are equally excited to work with us. BBB has to get into these high schools, and the only way to do this is with your help. Our goal is to get this program into as many high schools as possible in every state, so we can teach them that it's cool to be cool. But we need help. We need help everywhere. We need help with administrative things like making phone calls to high schools or someone going to the high schools and giving the presentation. Help sending out emails, creating flyers, creating social media ads, or just volunteering your time. And we can also use money to help us buy the gear, the t-shirts, the wristbands, the PlayStations we give away, and for the travel expenses to go to these high schools. We have estimated it will cost approximately $250 per high school visit. And if you do give money, it is all tax deductible because BBB is an officially 501c3 nonprofit corporation. So everything you give us is tax deductible. Listen, we can do this. We can actually make a difference. So if you also want to help, or you know someone that knows someone that can help us get into these high schools, please don't hesitate. Don't hesitate to contact me. You can go to becooler.org and find all the information you need. I really want to thank you for your time and attention, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Thank you.